Hi, we're THS Media. I'm Charmaine Franco.
And I'm Crochet Franco.
Today we went around school interviewing some new teachers and administrators.
Just to get to know them and see how they're doing so far. Just as an introduction, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Miss Schwindler. This will be my first year here at Truman. Last year I was at Leff Elementary. I really like to read, obviously. That's why I became a librarian. I grew up in this area. I went to Blue Springs South, but I'm really excited to be here.
So I moved here from South Dakota. This is my 5th year of teaching. I have 2 children. I have a boy and a girl. One is turning 3 in September and another one is 4 months old.
This is my first year teaching at Truman and my first year teaching in general.
All right, my name is Staff Sergeant Westling. I am from Texas. With the military, they brought me up here to Independence. I've spent 20 years and 19 days in the Army. I'm married and I have 3 kids, all 3 are boys. And today, the 31st of September, is my last official day in the Army. I'll be retired tomorrow.
Well, my name is John McCall, and I've been teaching for quite some time and coaching for quite some time. I live just north of here. My wife Emily is an assistant principal in the North Kansas City School District, and we have twin 13-year-old boys who are in the 8th grade.
What's an interesting fact about yourself?
I played tennis in college.
Probably not much. I kind of commit. My hobbies are really my work, so just a lot of school and a lot of football.
An interesting fact, I've broken 5 bones, so I'm very clumsy.
And where did you get your undergraduate?
I went to UMKC.
St. Mary's University of Minnesota.
Got my degree at Missouri State. Great school, go there.
My undergrad degree, I started at Mizzou, but then I finished my undergrad degree at Mid-America Nazarene in Olathe, Kansas, and then my graduate degree is from Northwest Missouri State.
What made you want to go into teaching?
It was just something I knew that I've always wanted to do.
I've always wanted to be a librarian. I had really awesome librarians, so I just kind of wanted to be like them.
I had a really good teacher when I was in high school that recommended it to me back when I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life.
Just love kids. I love high school age people. And so my entire career has been at the high school. Just like, collaborating with other teachers and coaches and working with high school age students. And so that's why I did it, and I've loved it ever since.
Funny story, my son told me that the ROTC teacher that was here last year was leaving and he knew I was retiring, so he asked me, "Dad, I think you'd be a great ROTC instructor." So I applied for the job and here I am today.
Were you teaching before you came to Truman?
Yeah, so I taught on a reservation in South Dakota, and then I also taught in an alternative school in South Dakota.
Yes, I have actually taught in 3 states. I started coaching in the early 90s, but I started teaching, my first teaching job was 1997, and I've taught in Kansas, and Texas, and in Missouri.
What made you decide to come to Truman?
I've always wanted to work with big kids. You guys read all the same books that I do, so I figured,
So my husband, he matched for his residency up at KU, and then I kind of looked around at other schools and I liked how the school district was structured.
Well, I was in the independent school district already, and I transitioned to Truman because I was coming into the math classroom and getting out of PE, health, and the weight room. And so it's kind of a fresh start for me, so it's been very exciting. And so far we've only been here 2 weeks, but it's been very enjoyable.
They offered me a job.
How long do you plan on staying at Truman?
For as long as possible. It's kind of up to my husband to see how long it takes him for his residency, but hopefully for a long time.
Hopefully forever, until I retire.
As long as they'll let me stay.
I'm not leaving anytime soon, so I'll be here as long as they'll have me, but I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon.
That really depends on my 13-year-old boys. So I have no plans on retiring, even though I can, unfortunately. But I would say, based on my kids, the plan is basically until they're out of college, and so they have 4 years left after this one, and then I would just, not that they'll get done with college in 4 years, but I would say 8 years would be the plan.